Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to plant dragon fruit in pots with some potting soil. So I'm going to take you from cuttings, show you how to do the cuttings, and then what you need to do to successfully plant dragon fruit. If you like the content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can watch all my videos, support the channel, and then also tell me if you like the content or if you ever planted dragon fruit or how it went for you. Alright guys. So first things you need some dragon fruit cuttings, flower pots. These are about 1 gallon, 1 to 3 gallons for the beginning, and then later on you go to like 15 to 20 gallons, 25 gallons. So I got some 2 flower pots set up already, and they have some cuttings already. These are dried about 1 week. Alright guys, but here you go, here's the video. So first thing I'm gonna do, so I'm going to come to my dragon fruit plant. These are red dragon fruit, guys. Now, you see down on the bottom, this one grows up to the top. So this is going straight up. So I don't want to interfere with this growth, and it has new growth up top. But if you look at this other plant, right here, he grows from the side. He's going up, and he has one side shoot here. And then he has another side shoot here. And then he comes up also going to the top. So what I want to do is you take your cutter like this, make sure you sterilize it, wipe it down with some alcohol, and then you see down it right here. I'm just going to cut this off right here at the plant. See this? So I got growth right here, cut them off. And then also right here, I got another cutting growing. This is long enough already. And then I'm going to cut him off. You can make him grow to about that long, probably better longer, but if you notice, he stopped growing because he's focusing his energy on the 2 side cuttings. So I cut that off, and then let me show you right here. So I pick up the cuttings, and I have my cutter. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, make sure you wear gloves, guys. Make sure you wear gloves. Dragon fruits are really pokey. So check this out. Make sure you wear gloves when you see the dragon fruit. See those little spines there? Boy, they poke pretty good. Now, here's a dragon fruit. A good idea is to write a permanent marker. Like this is red. See down here, I got yellow. Then I marked an X where I cut it. But right now, just want to show you. Here's the dragon fruit cutting. Here's the other dragon fruit cutting. And what you want to do, like I left the bottom part like that. Sometimes I plant them like that. Sometimes I plant them like this. But you see how it's kind of moist? Well, you don't want them moist, you want them dried out. You have them moist, what will happen is they will get rotted if you put them in the soil. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this dragon fruit, I'll put them at the edge. And I'll just cut the bottom off a little bit. See, I'm just leaving a little bit. So cut it off. That's it. This one is small. Do the same thing again. A little bit more from the bottom where I cut it. Okay, now. So you want to take this cutting. Now you see how they're wet. You want to let it dry. So I usually let it dry for a week just to be sure. So I put them in the shade, like on my table over here in the shade. I'll let that dry. So now we're gonna move over to the soil side. So right now I've got Miracle-Gro potting mix. This is what I use so far. I've had good success with it. So I just grab my flower pot. This flower pot is probably 1 gallon. So I just fill the flower pot up right here, guys. And bring them over to my table. So make sure you label them. Like I said, this one is yellow. So all you gotta do, guys, is take them to the soil, put a little hole in the bottom. These already have fertilizers, Miracle-Gro. If not, you can go ahead and fertilize them. But I place them in. Mine's about maybe 1.5 inches. And then you just push the soil down like that. Okay guys, It's hard to do because these spines, they grab everything, so they're grabbing my glove. Okay, and you see how that's all busted up? I'll cut that out later. Here's another cutting. Okay. See, I marked him yellow dragon fruit. They're like the Swedish dragon fruits out there. I was gonna check that out. Alright guys, so take my yellow dragon fruit, pop them down into the soil. Alright. Now for these dragon fruits, you can even just put them into this kind of soil. There's no moisture in here. It's been dried out. You can just take this and you can just plant this guy down. He'll still grow. So the ones that you plant down that you didn't make dry yet, don't water it, or don't water that guy for a week and leave him in the shade, total shade. Right guys, but like I said, here's one cutting. Let him dry out. Now you can put a little stake down in here and tie this up so that it'll grow up straight. But for this viewing purpose, I'm just gonna leave it here. I've got some water here. I got it from my swirl filter, my aquaponics. Got it from the drain. So I take this and I just water him. Just water a little bit. Let that thing drain. Same thing with this. Water him a little bit. Let it drain. Now for these ones, you want to make sure they don't dry out. Okay guys, don't make these guys dry out. So in order to do that, you put them in the shade. So like down here is pretty shady in my aquaponics. So I just put mine down here in the shade. Alright guys, if you guys like that content, hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel. And once again, with these dragon fruit cuttings, put them in the shade. I'd say you put them in the shade for at least 3 weeks. Now when you tug on this and it doesn't want to come up, that means there's roots. Another way to tell roots is if you look up on the top over here, you'll have new growth. Just like if you go over here, this is what the new growth looks like. They come out like this. You guys can see that? That's how new growth looks like. When you start seeing new growth like this, that's when you plant them outside. Like down in here, check out my other videos of how to plant these and tips to grow them. Alright guys, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.